Hello everyone! So welcome to card number 1 of my Christmas card series. Starting off, I use this Recollection cardstock that's foiled, and I'm using this Sizzix embossing folder, and this one's called Holly Swirls. And so I'm just placing that on the inside, and now I'm going to run it through my Cuttlebug, and I'm just going to show you how it looks when it's done. It is absolutely gorgeous. So my Cuttlebug was being a little bit stubborn there. I use Pledge on my surface, so sometimes it just doesn't stick well. And as you can see, it is beautiful, but it will reflect everything, so you can see my camera in there. Now I'm taking my mini scoreboard, and I'm just going to use my A2 size on there and score it down the center. And mine had a little bit of stuff on there, so I'm folding it over and just using that piece of the bone folder just to flatten it out. Now I'm taking some of this ribbon, and I picked it up from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to use tape to adhere that to the back. Once I got my size, I just go ahead and cut off the excess, and then I'm going to do it again across the top. For the bow, I started to do it on camera, but it was just being too much of a fussy one. So I end up taking it off camera and finishing it off completely, and then I'll bring it back on and show you what it looks like all done. It did take me a couple of tries, but it did come out nice at the end. Now I'm just going to cut off the extra. And then I'm taking my Tim Holtz, and this one is the Tiny Tabs and Tags, and I'm just running it through my Cuttlebug again, and then I run it back one more time just so it gives me the perfect cut. And with these little tags, I'm just going to take them out, and I'm setting up all my heat embossing stuff off camera, and then I'm going to take this AmyRstamps, this is the Christmas Sentiments 2, and using my embossing buddy, I go ahead and make sure that there's no static. That's going to collect any of the extra embossing powder. And then I take my Versamark to stamp it out. And for my embossing powder, I'm using the Stampendous, the silver one. And this is absolutely gorgeous. So I take my heat tool and I just warm it up. Now I'm embossing it, and it starts to turn, but it's really hard to see because my setup, it was so dark that day. But I do bring it up and show you a little bit closer. And then now it's time to start getting ready, so I want to start attaching everything. So I just take my silver, and this is from Colorbox, and I'm going around the edges. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. And then I'm going to take my string, and this is American Crafts twine, and taking some little bells that I had from my stash, which I had smaller ones, but I couldn't find them, so I had to use these ones. And I'm just stringing it through, and then I'm going to add on these tags and also string them through too. Now I'm taking that thread, and I'm just going to go around that bow and just tie it in place and cut off the extra string. I decided that I wanted to pop up those tags, so I just took some foam adhesive, put it behind it, and just push them down. I decided that I also want to add an extra embellishment, so I took my hot glue gun and I took a little snowflake and I just placed it on top of there just to hide everything. Now I'm adhering the embossing part to my cardstock, which I put the glue on the actual cardstock and not the embossing because it's more of a raised surface and I didn't want to damage it, so I just decided to reverse it. I also did a white cardstock with the same embossing folder, and I placed that on the inside. I did the embossing with the silver again using the same sentiment stamp, and I put that on the inside. And then now I'm just pressing everything into place, and that pretty much completes my card for today. So I hope you liked. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.